Hello, I'm Terry Nealey, your 16th District State Representative. Thank you for joining me on Legislative Update. We are now entering our second week of a scheduled 60-day legislative session, which began January 11th. On the opening day, as the newest lawmaker in the House of Representatives, I was appointed to a two-person delegation of honor. Along with Representative Fred Finn of Olympia, our task was to go to the governor's office and notify her that the House of Representatives was officially organized and ready to do business. Unfortunately, the governor was not in her office as she was attending a funeral of a fallen officer in Grant County. But the message was received and we reported back to the House of Representatives. This was all part of the opening day ceremonies in the House. That same day, I received my committee assignments. This year, I will be serving on 3 House committees. They include the Education's Appropriations Committee, the Technology, Energy, and Communications Committee, and the Transportation Committee. I'm particularly pleased to be serving on a committee that will be addressing energy issues. As you know, we have a great potential in Southeast Washington to develop clean energy sources, including wind and nuclear power. Hydropower with our Snake River dams is also important to our district, along with the irrigation opportunities and flood control of our dams provide. Many lawmakers tell me this may be one of the most difficult sessions our legislature faces. That is because we entered the legislative session with a $2.6 billion budget deficit. The mishandling of our state budget is one of the reasons I ran for office. The legislature has dug itself into a big hole by overspending, and then the recession came along. And now the governor wants to increase your taxes. There are more than 320,000 people in Washington who have lost their jobs. And in the 16th district, nearly 4,000 people are out of work. Yet government continues to add jobs while the private sector loses them. More than 8,000 jobs were added to government between February 2008 and October 2009. That's not the direction we want to go. We need jobs in the private sector, and we need to get responsible with the budget without growing government and without tax increases. People are already struggling in our state. We need to give them a hand up, not a handout. That's why the priority this session needs to be on passing legislation that will help the private sector create new jobs. Putting people back to work is not only imperative to helping families, it is the responsible way for the legislature to respond to our current budget challenges. A strong economy makes people less reliant on government services and at the same time generates the revenue that helps us carry out the core functions of government. Simply raising taxes has the opposite effect. It puts a greater burden on our economy and on families who are already struggling. Job creation is just one of a number of ways we can help people in our district and across the state. On future programs, I'll keep you informed of our work in the legislature and the bills of interest to the 16th Legislative District. I want to invite you to contact my office anytime you have questions, comments, or helpful information. You'll find my contact number here on the screen. Again, thank you for joining me on Legislative Update. I'm your State Representative, Terry Nealey.